back in April, I saw you in a beautiful Butter campaign. You looked amazing. How did that all come about?
Well, number one, Dory and I are friends, and he's the founder and CEO of Butter. And so he asked me to come on and to shoot a campaign for him, and I was more than honored to do so. But for me, representing Butter is about more than just Dory and I's relationship and friendship. I love what Butter represents. I love that there's something on the shelf that's made for melanated skin. You know, I grew up in the industry in modeling, and there wasn't always stuff like that on the shelves. We just kind of had to test and try what worked for us. And sometimes it did not work out. And so it feels really good to represent a company that is for us, by us and for us, and actually really works. Like, I'm a real user of all of his products, and I see a difference in my skin, and I'm happy to get that message out and to let other people know, hey, this is for us. It works. It's amazing. And I love singing its praises and being a part of the campaign. They created an absolutely beautiful campaign, and I'm really proud of it.
Yeah, I feel like all his campaigns are amazing. I've met Doran a few times. I was working at Macy's Live when his collection dropped, so we got to interview him, and it just keeps expanding. So congratulations on that campaign.
Really
and when we're talking about beauty, I know you're also into all things beauty, wellness. What other brands that are out there that you think that people should be using? I've also worn your hair before, Yummy extensions. I like them a lot.
Hey, well, I'm happy to hear that. My bathroom honestly looks like Ulta and Sephora exploded. I literally live for this kind of stuff. So, I mean, there are so many brands that I can recommend, but I think the biggest thing I can recommend are things that actually make us beautiful from the inside out. For one, there's this brand I use. It's an athletic brand. It's called Elastic Athletics, and it's something that enhances my workout. It's activewear that you can wear when you run your errands or you work out, and it has these little nodes in it that give you a lymphatic massage as you work out, as you work your errands. And I don't know if many people know the benefits of actually eliminating waste from your system through lymphatic massage and, stimulating your lymph system. So I'm all about things like that, bringing attention to things that could make us better on the inside, which results in outside and just overall wellness. So that's one that I can recommend. That's not a traditional beauty brand like for your skin, but it ends up being good for your skin. I'm all about things like self-care, things you can bring in your home to create like a spa-like environment. I have these iPods that I use that are cooling, heating, and vibration all in one. And I love to use them in the morning just to kind of bring down any puffy eyes or like.
Is it the Charlotte Tilbury?
No, they're actually by a company called Renfo, which is all about biohacking, like in your system. They have compression boots, they have the eye massage mask, and it's really kind of affordable and accessible. So I love showcasing things like that because those are things I'm doing when I come home after a long day that just kind of decompress myself, decompress my mind, and they, make me feel good. So the non-traditional beauty products, but things that will enhance your beauty in a different type of way. But yeah, I can go on forever with suggestions, which is why I'm starting a wellness platform so I can get all this information out and just make us all live a more euphoric life,
No, I mean, I can hear about it all day too, but I'm here to talk about your role too, because it all kind of syncs together because, you're talking about all the things that you're doing to take care of yourself from the inside and out. And I'm a beauty girl, so I could listen to it all day. But also you came from like working on such an intense role. So all of these things that you're talking about when it comes to wellness from the inside and out, what were your days like, after that intense role and coming back, going home after recording? How was that? And what did you do then to kind of decompress from that role?
Ooh, it was a lot, because it definitely was intense role, but at the same time, it was so much fun to be able to work with Monica Calhoun and the entire cast and crew to bring that role together. So I really submerged myself into that role for the full 2 weeks that we were filming, really tried to imagine what it would be like to be this R&B star, really created the character of Tammy, you know, really carefully. I curated her hair with the blondes, and I had a little bit of inspiration from Beyonce in there and what she would do if she was in this type of situation in real life. So to decompress, I would actually usually come home and study my script so I can be on point for the next day. Because working with
you've been killing it, by the way, but it's listen. So give yourself some credit for that too, because there is the decompression, but when you're on it, you know, you're on it and you killed it. So
thank you. I just wanted to do a good job, and working alongside Monica was like a dream come true. One of those moments.
How she's iconic. I mean, we were watching her since we were kids. Like, it's so amazing. How was it working alongside her? Like, because she's literally an icon.
An icon. I was definitely a little bit shy and a little bit nervous at first, but like working on set with her honestly gave me the most motivation to just bring my A game, because I was like, girl, you wanted to act, you've been wanting this for a while. Here's your opportunity, give it your all, create the world of Tammy and just like have fun. And so working alongside her gave me a lot of motivation to just be the best I could be. And she would really encourage me every single day and be like, no, you're doing a good job, just keep going. And I was just like, thank you, God. Like, is this actually my life? And is this actually real? So to see it all come together in such a great way, it just feels like such a blessing for me. And I'm thankful. I'm thankful for the experience. And it definitely stretched me as an actress. I did a lot of my own stunts, which was crazy to me.
Wow.
I didn't know I can pull it off, but we did it.
You did it.
And it was just such an incredible experience, honestly. And working alongside her was an absolute dream come true.
What is one thing that you could say that you learned from Monica that you could never forget again? Like, you'll take it on as you move on to different roles.
Belief in yourself. Like, she was just like, if you believe it, then everyone else will. Like, don't doubt yourself. You're amazing. Keep pushing through and you got this. Her and her mother was on set and they were just so incredible, kind to me. And just working alongside of her, I'll take that with me forever. And I hope it leads into more roles, honestly.
Oh, I'm sure it definitely will. I mean, I can see it in the future for sure. What is one thing that you can see that the viewers are also going to be able to see? Like, what do you want them to see rather when they watch this film? And what do you want them to feel?
So I created Tammy, the character, to be a very girl next door, likable. I didn't want her to be a diva because she was an up and coming R&B star. So, you know, there could be those diva antics I could have added into the character, but I wanted her to be a lovable girl next door. But then on the flip side of it, what she has to deal with is anything close to being a girl next door. Like, she had to really fight for her life. And so I just really want people to go into it and enjoy the story. It's one of those stories where you might be yelling at the screen, like, girl, get it together. Like, what's happening, you know? So I just want people to be entertained. And I feel like with this character, that's what she's all about. To create the character, I really worked really hard with the wardrobe department and curating her looks and her wardrobe, her hair, had the blonde Beyonce going on. And I just want people to enjoy the story and to be thoroughly entertained.
Well, people definitely be entertained for sure. All right, so speaking of R&B, right? There's R&B, but then there's hip hop. And right now we're celebrating the 50 years of hip hop, which, you know, you've been around hip hop your whole entire life. So can we kind of tap into that too? Like, what are your thoughts on the 50 years of hip hop, you know, your dad, and being able to kind of like celebrate all of that right now? Like, 50 years is a long time. That's older than all of us. It's crazy.
Older than all of us, but it's crazy. Like, I am like the timeline of my dad's career. I was born the same year Sucker MCs came out and he started touring and everything started taking off. So like, I'm deeply connected to hip hop forever. Like, I'm a big R&B girl and I love R&B, especially 90s R&B music, but I am a hip hop girl and I feel like very much so a part of the community. So to have it be 50 years and to see where it's going, it's amazing. And I'm so proud of my dad and everything he's contributed to hip hop. And I love to see how far it's come. It's amazing.
Yeah.
They didn't even have a genre name for it when my dad.
Which is, I know.
I think they called them like rock singers. I have like old articles. Wasn't quite rock, but I guess they didn't have a name for it. So
yeah, so they had to kind of tap into something. Yeah. I mean, I do feel like R&B and hip hop intertwined in some way, where it's like you have Little Kim, who was, you know, featuring with Mary J. Blige, and they were all kind of like together in a way, because growing up together, the brand together, which is amazing. So do you feel like you kind of tapped into that, your role, like finding your R&B swag with like how you grew up with your dad in the hip hop household and with everyone you're around and stuff like that? Were you able to kind of tap into that a little bit?
100%. I was like, this is my chance. I kind of always wanted to it just didn't work out for me. So the fact that I got to portray a singer in this film, it was amazing. I was like, I get to tap into my music roots. I would listen to the song that was the background for the entire movie every day on the way to work, like play it 20 times back to back so I could really I was coming home from the studio and, you know, being this character. So I definitely tapped into my hip hop roots to make this all happen.
I love that for you. I mean, congratulations on everything. Do you have anything else? This is my last question. Do you have anything else that you're working on that you would want people to know about? I know I mentioned the Yummy extensions, which I really love them, but anything else that you might want anyone else to know about that is coming up and that you're working on?
Yeah, so I'm heading back to the stage in September for a play that I'm gonna be acting alongside Darius McCrae, Dorian Wilson, and Darren Henson. It's called Rotten Apple. We're going to be in Maryland and in North Carolina for just 2 weeks only. And I'm excited because I think that being on the stage is like the purest form of acting. There really is.
It is.
Really strengthens your craft a bit. So I'm excited for that. And so be on the lookout. It's called Rotten Apple. And I just hope to continue to inspire and encourage people. I feel like that is my goal here through all of the projects I take on, through everything I do. I just want to be an inspiration to the community and keep uplifting people.
You're doing it, girl. I've been watching you since I was a kid. So yes, you and your sister, both of you are uplifting people. And even just the fact that you're going on stage, that is like the purest form of acting. You're taking it seriously. And I love that for you. Congratulations on everything.